down to the finale. I think this map isn't going to net very many points. The other two maps, I think both teams know how to play very well. It's very standard, but then the finale sort of shake things up. And honestly, I was pretty impressed by NV on the finale. Oh, crap, it looks like we're going live.
We are
let's
going
hold
live.
That thought.
We're going to have that tank at 17%. Real quick, let's do a quick roster rundown. I'll take NV, you take Apollyon. So for Team NV here on Survivor First, we're going to have Hantsuki, Flyby, Machina, and Kimchi.
And for Apollyon, we've got Herr Doodlecoffer, Acer, Special, and of course Grizz starting out here.
Indeed, and now and as we said, we're going to see this early tank here. I'm going to be interested. It'd actually be a Grizz tank right off the bat. We're going to have hit coming in here from Apollyon. Charger does land. Spit comes in on top of that. Jockey goes onto Rochelle and actually moves Rochelle out of the Spit. Smoker tries to get a pull as well. Actually, that's going to be a little bit of damage going on to Rochelle, about 16. And Grizz is actually going to come in right now. He's trying to get a corner on Rochelle. He has Rochelle underneath the stairs. Double punch goes out as well. Coming back, spraying the damage out. Hits Alice again, but he's already down to 1,300 health. He ran in there and he's dead, Prodigy.
Oh, wow. Wow, talk about questionable play right there. Not a very good opening for Team Apollyon at all. Their opening hit was a little lackluster with that jockey. And then the tank, he missed at least his opening punch right there. Not much coming out, but the survivors are already heading to the ledge here for the next hit. We do have a pretty nice setup for this. We'll have to see. Smoker looking for the pull. He does get it, but Charger not quite going to make it. And only a stumble off of that. No spit available whatsoever.
One punch did land from that Charger, but I am sitting here kind of stunned. I'm not going to lie. The tank in the hands of Grizz went in there. He tried to get the early pick. Spit delay does go out as the spitter knocks down the doors. Coach is actually going to run through that. We're looking at the chip out on NV right here. It's okay, but I mean that's the only like opportunity for a wipe to go on NV I'd say they're going to get here unless they land some kind of miracle death charge. I'm kind of stunned at that, Prodigy. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that's pretty shocking, but there are some good opportunities to at least reduce this health bonus on the rest of the map. We do have a quick hit coming in right here, just trying to get some damage. Wow, actually getting a ledge hang with that jockey, and the Smoker's still up. Manages to, almost get Ellis right there.
Oh, and there's one Charger coming in here right now. As a matter of fact, he's going to miss the charge though. Grizz, I don't know. I honestly don't. I was really surprised. That, honestly, Grizz is one of the best tank players in North America, if not the entire world, in this game of competitive Left 4 Dead 2. To see his tank go down like that and go in there, try to get the damage he could without the support, I am still a little bit stunned here. Now we're going to see Envy make it to the elevator here, Prodigy, and they only have one more floor to get through before the safe room, and they still have a 552 health bonus at the current time.
Yeah, but like I said, at the bottom of this elevator, there's opportunities to get rid of health bonus. When I played against Apollyon the other day, they made a really good spit elevator hit right here. Just like on the finale, you can put that spit down at the bottom of the door, and it can spread really well inside of there. So that's a pretty good opportunity for them to reduce some of this health bonus. Looks like a tri-cap with it, but no Charger. We'll have to see what they decide to do.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. The spitter is up now. Spit's actually going to go in there right now. They're going to have the Hunter and Jockey both going, but the Spit's not going to spread. Hunter does land on the Rochelle for a little bit of damage, getting more chip on the health bonus, but that's probably not what they wanted there, Sim.
Yeah, no, deciding to spit inside the elevator instead of just trying to spit at the door and get that spread inside, I don't know about that. They did not get a whole lot off of that attack. The health bonus is sitting at 512 right now, which is pretty sizable for this opening Dead Center 1 map.
Indeed, I do hear a Witch, I believe, at some point here. It says 79%, but now we're actually going to have the Witch being triggered. Rumor goes in as well, which is going to come through here and actually going to get killed before landing it down. Spit goes in on top of that as well, so now the spawns are staggered. Just a Hunter and a Charger here. I think this actually might be a little bit of either nerves from Apollyon or just MV being more prepared on the Survivor side of things. You mentioned, actually at the start here, that you didn't think a whole lot of points would come out of the first chapter, but this is gonna really try to have Apollyon take them to task here on their Survivor side if MV gets in with this.
Yeah, it definitely looks that way, and we're going to have one final hit here. Charger looking for a corner onto Coach, but wow, taken down so fast. Pounce getting skeeted. We do have Separation Jockey getting a fair amount of damage onto Coach. And the Boom coming in for that last-ditch effort to reduce some of this health bonus, but this map is basically over now. Or this round, anyway.
Indeed, and it's still a 464-point health bonus for NV, making their way towards the safe room. Honestly, when Jacob, and I say this, I believe I said this in the cast yesterday too, or this morning I should say, that's going to be an 884-point score for NV here. When he made the changes to Pro Mod in this map, specifically for this tournament, he was trying to make this seem like Parish 1. So trying to have a little bit less of that distance because he didn't think there'd be that much health at the end here, but the score right there by NV is going to really put some pressure on Apollyon, I'd say, because if you're going to go down to NV early, that is not what you want, especially when they get the momentum behind them like that.
Yeah, I'd have to absolutely agree. And Apollyon's looking a little shaken already, right? Being pretty hasty with that tank and along with some of their SI attacks. And so having a bit more pressure right now, it could be disastrous, but we'll have to see. Maybe they can keep it together. Maybe they can do well against this tank. That tank is going to have some pretty outstandingly long arms here, so this could get a little dangerous.
Yeah, for the most part, actually, we're seeing balanced pings almost across the board, except for Acer, who is a resident of California, I know. I know from playing with Doodle for a while, and also Grizz, obviously, through the scene. They are eastern coast of the United States players, so really the pings for NV from Japan to California are really not that hard right here in terms of latency differential. So we're seeing pretty much all orange pings except for Acer, but as you said, those long arms could come into effect here, and I can almost guarantee with 100% certainty, I'd say 99% certainty, that we're not going to see a repeat of what happened on Grizz's tank.
Yeah, not likely at all. Honestly, I haven't seen any team do what Grizz did with that tank. He thought he saw an opportunity, though, and, you know, everybody's been in that position. You think you see the survivor split, you go after it, and then before you know it, you've got 4 survivors shooting at you and no SI support. But yeah, the round is live once again. Apollyon slowly taking out this safe room. Looks like SI pre-spawning, gonna get ready to get themselves killed as this tank does come up right here. Survivors just chilling in the safe room at this point.
Yeah, the tank is up in the hands of Hansuki for Team NV, and I do believe we're going to see a spitter sack there. The jockey actually went and knocked out the fire doors downstairs, preparing already through the level here. And it's going to be just a charger here. Now, Sim, obviously we can give people a little bit of an insight into our view of these strategic minds here, but would we like a tri-cap or a boom here for this tank commit?
Honestly, I'd prefer a tri-cap. The commons are all going to have to rush through that tiny little door, and they aren't going to do a huge amount to help, besides the fact that you'll probably want to go for the boom survivors first as tanks, so the horde probably won't do as much for you as a tri-cap would do here. It's really nice to just go for that extra potential of, you know, stopping people from shooting that tank. And a quick hit coming in right here, looking like they're just wanting to sack some SI.
Yeah, that's another little bit of a sack going in here, but you know what they're doing? They realize that Apollyon is not out of the safe room in this case. They're kind of just standing up there, and at the same point in time, actually we're gonna see a boom go out here from Kimchi, and now we're gonna see this horde is gonna funnel in. I'm a little bit questioning right here because I'm looking at what Apollyon is doing, and obviously the tank is not losing rage.
Yeah, I was in a situation like this against NV recently. Oh, quick hit coming in right here again, just trying to get some damage. But I was in a situation like this against NV the other day, and basically what eventually happened is they did get a set of SI spawns they liked and pushed in, but, you know, I mean, technically with those, you're right though, with those LOS mechanics, the survivors could just sit here all day, NV could keep throwing SI at them, and eventually, you know, they'll run out of ammo and those guns, I guess, if they really want to play this.
Right, I mean, they are cycling these infected, I believe, almost in series of 2, and then saving 1. Because I believe, actually, yeah, they keep going in with 2 at the same point in time. So now, Apollyon needs to realize that this tank is not losing rage at all. They have to have figured it out by now. Like, I mean, they're standing there, this tank is still just chilling downstairs, and they aren't moving out of the safe room. It's just a charger in the spawn queue right now. Honestly, I'm really confused here, Sim. I'm not gonna lie, because this is not what I expected happening from Apollyon, combined with the Grizz tank and this.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is just a Mexican standoff, essentially, and it's not clear whether NV is gonna try to, you know, go in eventually with their tank and some spawns, or if they're really just going to play this out the old-fashioned way and just play the rules of the game, wait for them to push out to make the tank lose rage.
We have a single boom going out there. A charger did get leveled, I believe, by Grizz. But the thing is, Apollyon, the other thing that's interesting to note here, there is a shotgun and an Uzi in the safe room for the survivors to use, but there is no ammo refill on them, Sim. So do you think they're trying to do that? But I think Apollyon knows that. They're using their secondaries on all this.
I think they think they can get away with what they're doing right now, and it's going to give them a huge advantage over Apollyon in a number of ways. You know, Apollyon's not used to teams doing this, and they realize it's not a sustainable practice.
Okay.
Looks like they're starting to make the move. They're forcing the hand. NV has succeeded in getting them to at least shake things up a little bit, and we got 5% rage off of that tank right there.
I was just about to say.
That's the first step.
And you know what the other thing that's going on here is? The way in which they're cycling these spawns, they're keeping 1 up and then sending 2 in just in case a push occurs and cycling it like that. So there is always 1 special infected in the spawn queue, but now we do have a tri-cap for this tank at the bottom here, but I believe, I actually see Hansuki moving back and forth now. Every time he moves closer to the door, Sim, I'm just waiting for this to commit. Like, it's a big anticipation, man.
I know. And now they do have a tri-cap. It kind of looks like they're thinking about going. That Jockey and Smoker, not the greatest SI combination to have. And yeah, it looks like another sack hit coming in right here. Apollyon takes it out fairly well. A little bit of damage coming off of that.
I mean, there is some chip going out here in the sense, but now we're going to see some aggression, I believe. It looks as though Acer wants to push out a little bit here with that SMG to get a little bit of chip. They are now all out of the safe room, I believe. Yes, indeed. So now they have, the tank is now losing rage. They are doing what they need to do. It is a charger in the hands of Kimchi. I believe the charger spawn I actually just saw move back towards the safe room in that case. So we're going to see Apollyon move back. This is going to be a painstaking process here, Sim.
Yeah, it is, but props to Apollyon for keeping it together and actually making the play they need to make. Wow, nice hit coming in right there. Charger manages to land, and a lot of ticks from that Hunter as well, and some Jockey scratch on top of it.
Oh, but this time Envy sent in all three, and now the tank you're seeing actually is backing off here, not taking any chip on the ledge outside. Very, very, very precise by Envy here, as we're seeing, and they are known for having that kind of precision. However, with that entire hit going in now, we're going to be able to see this tank indeed go on its second pass. We will be seeing a commit here soon, Sim.
Wow, really nice timing from Apollyon, coming back upstairs right before the spawns are going to come up. And right after the tank goes to his second pass. They could have gone to the conference room, but I agree that it's a better place to fight in the safe room if they can manage it. And tank is coming in right now. Survivors getting a little bit of chip onto it. Corner in the back very quickly. SI not ready to commit yet, and the first in cap is already out. Tank at 3k HP. Missing another punch right there. A pull does go out. Nice level onto the charger by Doodlecop. Hunter gonna get taken out as well, and wow, this tank is getting juked around like crazy.
That right there by my old teammate, Mr. Doodlebugs. He's gonna get capped there, they're gonna clear the smoker, but that level just saved Apollyon's life, maybe even in this game. He took out that charger, I believe I was getting charger, that was the definition of clutch. That looked terrible for a second for Apollyon until that happened.
Yeah, honestly, I have to say though, the juking around they did on those air conditioners back there really helped them a lot. The tank got that one in cap, but he couldn't get anything on special over there. Special, actually, I believe is at 100 health right now. So, but this is about what you expect to see after that tank. 2 in caps, some other SI chip. Honestly, Apollyon in a pretty good spot afterwards, bearing in mind that their tank did so little on the opening half.
I mean, they did take the 2 downs, but as long as they keep moving here, they should be able to at least keep it close. We have a Boomer spawning up, going in right now. Gets a beautiful tri-beam, as a matter of fact. It's a Jockey, a Charger, and a Spitter here for the rest of the hit from NV. Jockey is going to go in here, gets dead stop. Charger, however, is going to take Doodles and put him in the corner, but the Spit is not going to land on him. Dead stop going out from special there, not going to be able to land that, so that is mostly on the non-health. So that's a nice way in which for Team Apollyon to take that hit there, Sim.
Yeah, they definitely did really well. That Spitter missing was very unfortunate for NB. That would have been a lot better of a hit. But fire doors are open, and Apollyon's ready to start moving. It looks like they are going to go out on the ledge.
Yeah, honestly, I believe the ledge is dangerous, but I believe it actually might have been one of our teammates who said that, where it's like, it's not worth a whole bunch of damage dangerous, where it's like you're going to run through the fire.
Apollyon needs every point they can get. They can't throw away, you know, 40 points of health to running through fire right now. And here comes the hit. Nice spit onto the beds. It does spread pretty well, and Charger going in, managing to land his charge onto Nick. Not health bonus right there, but a good amount of chip coming off of that hit nonetheless.
Yeah, indeed, so we see more chip going out, as you said. That is going to force Doodlebugs to commit his pills. I believe Apollyon wants to make it to the elevator before another hit is up. Indeed, they are. They are pushing quite hard. And after they get there, they'll be able to just kind of wait it out to go to the bottom. And I mean, they still have 2 survivors who are close to full health green, so they should be able to preserve this if they're careful.
Yeah, they did actually pass up a pill spawn in the room just before the elevator, or the elevator room. But they want to keep going fast and making sure they don't bleed out this whole time. Now, we do have another spit set up for this elevator. It'll be interesting to see if Envy manages to be a little bit more effective with their spit spread.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. I mean, it really comes down to this hit here, Sim, but they got the 2-2.
Oh, wow, 2-2 indeed. But that boom and spit, a deadly combo. Nick coming out, getting pulled immediately. Not looking like there's going to be a whole lot there. Nice spit spread into the elevator, but there's only 2 survivors left in there. Wow, the non-health bonus going out and soaking up all of the capper, while Grizz and Special just sat in that elevator and watched the carnage.
Yeah, pretty much. They played that exactly right. They had a situation there now. They're just going to have to protect those 2 greens as they have been, but this Witch could be kind of pivotal here, as a matter of fact, depending on how Apollyon take it. As a matter of fact, she's right outside the door there. I don't know if the Uzi sees her. She is already starting to get a little bit mad. Charges gonna spawn
it's really hard to see.
goes in there to interfere, actually manages to land there on the Acer, which is also triggered. Down goes out, pull goes out as well, which gets killed. You're gonna see a spit going on top of that as well, but all things considered, that was a beautiful take by Apollyon.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, you don't really consider getting an in cap on a witch to be particularly successful, but they kept their health bonus alive. Only Acer going down right there is a pretty good situation. So they're gonna, right now they're at about 260 health bonus, which puts them about 200 points behind NV. And as long as they can preserve that, you know, they're not out of this game. They are still well within bound. And another quick boom coming in right there.
And honestly, as you said before, the points are going to be made on the second and the third maps. This is going to be the last hit for NV coming in. Jockey gets nicely shot by Doodlebugs once more. It's going to be a charger, and the spinner got picked.
Yeah, it's just about the last walk in there. Charger looking for his points. He is going to get Doodle Coffer. Too slow to get in that safe room or dodge the charger, but they make it in with a 280 health bonus. Not bad.
Yeah, honestly, that is a great way in which I believe for Apollyon to respond to NV there. They had Grizz's tank not get much of anything in that sense when he decided to commit the way he did, but they took the tank in the safe room, they played it out perfectly, and as we're seeing here, that is pretty much a keep pace for the first. It's a 204 point difference, but the major points are going to come from maps 2, 3, and 4, as you said.
Yeah, definitely. Those will be some higher scoring maps, I imagine. I don't know though, map 2's kind of hard now on Pro Mod. I've noticed a lot of teams end up wiping early on the map. There's just a lot of close quarters, a lot of common infected, and that leads to a lot of wipes. I don't know, what do you think? Do you think we'll see both teams make it?
Seeing both teams make it is an incredibly rare occurrence, but you're going to be hard-pressed to find two more teams in this tournament who are more skilled or equally skilled as NV and Apollyon. There are others out there, so don't hold my... I said it's going to be hard to find a lot like that. So there are others who could play to that potential, but really, you're going to get a clinic here, I think, on both the Survivor and Infected from both these teams. And judging from the first chapter here, even despite the way in which things went on their Infected side, Apollyon can definitely respond. So I'd say if there's any two teams in this tournament who can both make it, it's these two teams we're going to watch right here. That's a possibility, not a probability. Sim.
Sure. Now, I noticed the tank is going to be at 30%. I'm not sure how far through the map that is, but it looks like the tank will definitely have some hittables to play with. If not, it might be as early as the police car area, but the round is live now, and we're going to see NV start off their Survivor round. The opening hit looks like a 3... No, it's a...
3-1.
Oh, I can't even see the last one. 3-1. Smoker charge.
Are you using your spec HUD, sir?
It disappeared. I don't know where it went.
You have to type it again at the start of each round. It's going to be a boomer, a charger, a smoker, and a jockey, and I'll let you take it from there now that you have the spec HUD.
Alright, now that I've figured out what the zombies are, I'll take this attack away, and NV is baiting out this safe room door. It looks like... I find it interesting how far away that smoker is spawned. He's sitting in Ghost really far away from this opening hit, expecting NV to go to the right. Be interesting to see if they do that. Oh, boomer pre-spawning. Just a little bit of bait right there. He knows he's not going to get popped. But the survivors are slowly ghosting out. They're taking their time. Oh my gosh, look at this. And there goes the hit. Smoker getting popped almost instantly. The charger does land right there, but cleared almost instantly as well. The boomer at least managed to get a couple of them boom. So a pretty good clear by NV. That looked like it was going to be a good hit for Apollyon with that boom landing early. But the rest of the survivors just popped those infected so fast.
Flyby right there made one hell of a play on that smoker. He almost got that. Well, I also was including some boomer pop there, as a matter of fact, going out. But you're seeing the mental games go here. Apollyon knows that NV is gonna bait, and they're gonna reply to that by having their special infected play extremely smart. Even in the first chapter, obviously after the tank, we saw a smart play come out from Apollyon pretty much the entire chapter, and now we're seeing an increase of that. Like when Grizz spawned that boomer and then just waited. Speaking of boomers, it's gonna be a smoker, a boomer, a hunter, and a charger for this next hit for Apollyon. Tank will be up in the hands of Doodlebugs when the tank spawns.
Yeah, and that will be fairly soon, so we might see Apollyon save their spawns. They know they don't have that spitter, so they're waiting to hit outside.
Yeah,
but
they have
will
to
they wait for the tank?
They have to be kind of careful here, I believe, because if they time this wrong, there might be a point at which the survivors can play even more aggressive on this tank if they want to. Honestly, the reason I say this is I have no idea what what NV will do. Like, you can almost never predict what it's going to be. Like, they play a bunch of strats that they come up with, and as a matter of fact, the spawns are going to be up right here. This is what I was talking about. The tank is in. You can see a smoker pull forward, and a charger intercept. Almost got a beautiful intercept on that as well. Boomer is also spawned. Going to jump in there. Smoker pull does go out. Doodlebug's tank is right there. He's trying to launch a car, and the plan there, I believe, was for that charger to go forward off that smoke pull, and it was so close to happening, Sim.
Yeah, it was. I think that was an AI charger too, so the AI even doing work right there, and Tank making a good decision to get up here on the side. Try to play a standard sort of distance tank until he gets some spawns up, and NV choosing to go back almost immediately. They're probably going to take it behind the bus here. I imagine they're just clearing out comments at this point, and we have a 3 cap ready for the SI. Not exactly the best hit to just sort of throw away randomly. So we might see them hold that until the tank finally commits.
Yeah, they're going to hold it. You know why? Because this tank is also having a little bit of difficulty moving those hittables into play. He actually is going to forego his car there and decide to play Dumpster instead. I deeply, deeply prefer Dumpster in this area due to the fact that it's a little bit more random than the car. But he's on second pass. He needs to get these hittables in now, Sim.
Yeah, he's not doing great here on his hittables. He does have that second car, though. If he just hits it right, he should be able to commit here really quickly. He does not have a huge amount of time, though. And here we go. 30%.
He's got the car in. 30%. He got the car in. The dumpster in. Dumpster's gonna go flying across the hedges there. He's got all of NV on the one side. They're drilling him with these Uzis as he goes in, trying to get a punch under Rochelle. Indeed, he does land it. Gonna have to return back around here. His support is gonna come in as well, trying to chase Nick around. He has Rochelle stepped. We're gonna see a smoker pole almost try to go out. Jockey does land. Car coming back around here. NV are kind of lined up for this car if he hits it correctly, but he's trying to push Coach, and that tank is dead. We see some ship going out here, but that is not, again, what Apollyon was looking for.
Wow, yeah, the hittables I think are the story right there. You saw it took him so much time to get any hittables in there, and both of them ended up on one side of the bushes. It basically gave Envy free reign of that battlefield. And the tank did manage to get one punch, but, you know, Envy just juked him around. Maybe they took some SI chip, but for the most part, they pretty much aced that tank.
Right there, I mean, that's exactly what MV would have wanted from that kind of situation, just not to eat a hittable. Boomer goes in here, gets a single boom out. Spitter, Hunter, and Jockey for the resident hit from Apollyon coming in, I believe, fairly soon. The Hunter's trying to go from the back, Jockey's from front. Going in, Jockey gets shut down by Flyby. We see a Pounce go in. Spit goes in on top of that as well, so a little bit of damage to Hansuki, but nothing really to write home about.
Yeah, that was a 2-2, and so they definitely don't want to get rid of it as soon as possible, and they actually managed to stall the survivors and get a tiny bit of damage out of it, so not a bad hit for what it was.
Right, and now we're going to see NV continue making their way through the map here. It's going to be a Charger and then another 3 spawn coming up here, but at this point, with the way in which their health is, NV can really motor through this map and be the first team of 2 potentially to make it to that safe room. If they make safe room here, that'd be pretty big, I'd say.
Yeah, it could be very huge. Apollyon really needs to get a couple good spit charges off right here. There's so much permanent health on NV at this point. And here comes the hit. Smoker actually manages to get his pull down. Jockey and Boomer trying to get some intercepts. Charger flying in right there. Acer, the flying Charger, going in and getting some great punches on Machina. Honestly, that was a pretty good play. Focusing the Smoker right there.
They got the pull down when I don't believe Envy were expecting them to be able to get it, and now with that pull down now they have Machina on completely permanent health. They trigger the Witch as well coming out here. Uzi's going out, and he gets a beautiful crown.
Yeah, she was sliding around him like crazy. I can't believe he got that. But well played by NV on that win. We do have another hit ready. 2-2 though. They do have spit for this one.
Yeah.
You know, a good boom and spit on this staircase can make or break the team, but NV is wary of this choke point. Oh wow, and the hit so quick. Everyone spawns at the same time. The Hunter, unfortunately, not being close enough to get a whole lot done, and wow, getting cleared without popping that boomer right there.
Until really now, they managed to pop it and get a proxy on it too, but as you were saying there, the speed with which Apollyon hit there, the reaction time from NV was literally perfect. Like, I thought that was going to be a pounce in the back, but then I believe he sidestepped the Hunter, and the Hunter went flying over. Depending on their sack order here, they should have a couple more good hits, but they still need to... Kimchi has 97 permanent health, Sim.
Wow, that is insane. And yeah, they do have that charge spit here. I could see them even going for a hit before the event if they get an opportunity. Yeah, we see all the SI sitting in the back. They're just looking for them to open up a spawn on those health bonus players. And they are ready to pounce on that. That's one thing that Apollyon's really great at doing, is looking for that opportunity and seizing it. They get all of their spawns in there. Charge is not going to land. But wow, what a great attempt nonetheless.
That had a chance of being a lot of damage, but I believe the Spitter accidentally pre-fired a little bit too early there because the Charger wasn't able to get that charge on the pulled target, and in that case now they're going to be down. That was probably the hit that would get them the most damage in this area, but we'll have some chance for separation, but we're going to see Envy work their way into the grocery store here. That save for less. And now, I mean, it depends on what Apollyon does, because they're going to have spawns in a couple seconds here. It's a Hunter, a Jockey, a Boomer, and a Charger for them on this hit. If they get some separation here, it could be really, really effective, but Envy's probably not going to fall for that. They're going to throw the Cola outside here, and now I think it might become a little bit more of a waiting game here, Sim, depending on what Envy does.
Yeah, Common Infected are certainly the bane of high-pinged players, but they are baiting this out quite slowly, and it looks like they're at least keeping themselves fairly clear. Boomer looking for the boom, not going to get it. Nice 2-cap right here.
Wow.
Landing. The Hunter gets shut down. But that is a lot of charge damage. That is a lot of jockey damage. And Coach might actually get in-capped over there. It's going to be close. And he does go down right at the last second.
That charge by Acer, he literally b-hops off the roof, and then he goes and he slams into Hansuki. That did a massive number on their bonus. That dropped it by about 300 points, I believe. So now they're going to have even more attacks coming up. They need to still get on flyby, and Kimchi's still running at 95 perm. They need to do something about that. It's going to be a Smoker, a Boomer, a Spitter, and another spawn in 3 seconds for Apollyon. They have not put the Cola in. They've thrown the Cola up there, but now they know this is going to happen here. It's a 2-2 with Smoker Charger, so they still can do a lot of damage potentially on this hit. Looks as though they're going to try to hit from the roof in that area. I believe they're about to try to put it in. Smoker's going to go for a pull, however. Lands it onto Rochelle, who is also health bonus. Boomer gets a single boom going out. Smoker and Charger, actually, they're going to be able to just rams into the wall, but they get a pull up top onto Machina, and the rest of his team is now going to be able to cover that, but he's getting punched and spit on a lot. That Charger, I think, unfortunately made a little bit of a jerk score there, Sim, because he fired into the wall.
Yeah, that was interesting. On the other hand, though, I feel like Envy spent a lot of time baiting out that attack, and it didn't do them a whole lot of good. They ended up giving Apollyon a lot of time to set up their attack properly. There was so much time sitting there with that Cola and not pouring it in. But a great hit, and just 2 more players with permanent health that they need to whittle down.
Might be a challenge in this open area here. Boomer,
wow.
What a
That was
shutdown.
a nice rocket boom, but yeah, right into Rochelle's face, and she wasn't having any of that.
She's laughing about it, as a matter of fact, using that oh-so-infamous in-game voice radial. Hunter is chipped a little bit here. It's going to be a Smoker and a Jockey for the rest of Apollyon's hit. They could actually wait for Grizz to get a Spitter here, but I don't know if they would really want to. Coach is almost about to go down here too, Sim, but they found pills.
Yeah, they did. They actually baited out, or they waited out the rest of that event horde, and it's looking pretty clear for NV as they head through this parking lot.
Hunter
Not a great setup.
Hunter's being sneaky, but he managed to land the pounce. Spit's actually go down on top of that as well, so that's going to be a lot of damage. Jockey lands onto Nick as well. That actually was a nice amount of chip, but unfortunately for Apollyon, Envy still has 448 health bonus.
Yeah, but you know, every little bit helps, and they did manage to take away a bit more permanent health on 2 of their players. But yeah, 2 of their players are slow now, so we might actually see another hit before Safe Room. It's not likely to net very much in terms of a score difference, but if they can get an end cap, who knows? They could reduce the health bonus by a lot more.
It's a 3-1, so I don't know, Sim. Here they go. It's going to be a Smoker coming in. Gets the pull onto Coach. Charger's going to get the down onto him. Spitter has gone in. Hunter goes in as well. Charger is almost dead going in there. They're going to try to dog power Rochelle, but she is having none of that. Really not a whole lot of damage going out onto the perm there, but they did get the in cap.
Yeah, they certainly did. It's probably about all they could hope for in a situation like that. Envy, of course, still were chipping down those infected as soon as they spawn. And wow, that is a 416 point health bonus on map 2 of really nice survival, giving them 1920 points in total, including that 20 witch point bonus.
Yeah, that crown by Machina there when he did that was absolutely spectacular. But what I've noticed right here, I believe the story of the game so far, correct me if you think I'm wrong, but I think it's been the tanks for Apollyon.
Yeah, Apollyon definitely underperforming on their tanks thus far. Both of their first 2 maps tanked. You really should have expected them to get a lot more points than they did off of it. And, you know, bad hittables on this map, trying to capitalize on a situation that wasn't really ready for them on the first map. So we'll have to see, and if Envy just keeps bringing it and doing standard with their tanks, this should be their map as well, but we'll have to see.
Indeed. As soon as you are ready, sir, we are ready to take this live. As soon as...
my bad. I've not casted on this new fancy system.
Yeah, I mean, you were explaining your point, so I mean, it's still, it's applicable here, but that being said, for this first hit here, I believe we're going to see the same kind of story of baiting, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. I'm kind of interested. I always like to know which side teams like to go out on this opening, and here comes the hit. Nice instant jockey. Separation off of that jockey immediately, and so many punch landing onto Acer right there. The Smoker not getting much himself, but a good 35 damage coming out of that opening hit.
Jesus, you know, I'm looking at this, and the speed at which both teams play is just absolutely impeccable, because that hit came in so fast, that could have been so much more damage if Apollyon wasn't on top of their game survivor-wise.
Yeah, that jockey moves really fast in current pro mod, and that was pretty much an instant jockey, but they reacted to it properly. They stayed 2-2. They managed to shut down the rest of the attack in a reasonable amount of time. Definitely good play there. Nice boom right there, getting partially shut down, but no, still a 2-boom land.
Indeed, now like they're going to send the hit in now. I'm a little bit nonplussed at this. I'm a little bit confused. Actually, the jockey comes down from the bottom and gets a beautiful jockey onto Grizz. Hunter is coming in for the cover as well. Charger lands. This could be a tri-cap. The tank is spawned. This is disastrous for Apollyon. The Hunter's going to take the intercept. They need to clear this right now and get back before this tank comes in. He's running in. He has the car, launching it down. This could be huge. Oh my god, Prodigy. That was so close.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Incredible play by that jockey, seeing a huge amount of opportunity on a separated boomed Grizz. But Apollyon kept it together, and they are out of there. Quick hit coming in right there to sack that Smoker. But wow, Apollyon already bleeding out for this tank. And I don't know if there's a great place to play a rock tank here, but if there is, Envy are going to use it.
Exactly.
And get the maximum out of this. Another hit coming, getting completely shut down right there. And now the tank is up by himself. It looks like Apollyon are saying, we should take this extra chip right here. We can't let him bleed us.
Reloading.
This is going to be everything here. This tank, he's going to have to run in there and try to get that car, I believe, but he's already at 80% health. They're trying to get the chip, and indeed the tank is now moving. He's actually going to move back across the hedges, as a matter of fact here. Sim, I'll let you take it away.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this looks like he's actually saying, all right, let's play this game. I'll play a rock tank. If you don't want me to sit there, if you don't want me to move forward, I won't move forward. I'll just take my LOS and stay really far away. And yeah, after seeing that, Apollyon going to take it all the way into the back. We don't have a boomer up for this hit. It looks like the tri-cap. And the tank is on second pass with 45% rage
This is going to
already.
be close. Really, really close.
Oh, wow, that dumpster not in the greatest spot. Almost went over the edge. And this is almost going AI. They might accidentally AI this tank. But no, 5% rage left. They're going to start off the hit. Hunter's still pouncing around. Tank at half health. Getting a nice corner onto Special. Couple of punches going out. Coach separated and pulled in the back. Only 2 survivors up here in front. Acer getting cornered by that tank as well. Special's pounced. There's so much damage going on to these survivors and so much separation. The tank is still playing Guardian here with his dumpster. Coach gonna get in-capped in the back. Tank still alive with 1,000 health. He should get killed so quickly, but these survivors are having to run in circles just to avoid the hittables and keep from getting killed off. Here comes the dumpster hit. Will it land? Not quite gonna make it onto Grizz. Looks like survivors may be able to stabilize a little bit and finish off this tank. But wow, so much damage has come in already.
Yeah, the combination of... Oh, actually, he has a car! He's hitting the car up into the air, and it's coming down. It's not going to land, but that was a scary situation there for a second. Tank actually is still alive, trying to get a rock. He is now dead, but what damage, Sim? What damage?
That was absolutely ridiculous. That corner, he got so quick onto one of their lowest health survivors, too. And, you know, just on top of that, the separation, absolutely great play by NV. They managed to keep control of those hittables and keep control of the tank fight. Oh, Hunter getting skeeted so quickly, but a double charge land. Acer and Grizz taking more health on his chip.
NV just literally... The thing is, this is a case in which if Apollyon, literally every little misstep that they make, it's going to cost them something massive, because I'm still thinking back to that hit where that jockey and the Hunter, they were spawned in the back, and then they actually jumped over the wall to get in front of them. We have a smoker pull going out in the front, at least trying to, not going to land it. Spitter, a boomer, and a jockey for the rest of the hit for Team NV on this hit. Smoker is just kind of twitching around in the front there. I think that's an error on my screen there. It looks like he's part of the foliage. Jockey goes in. Double cap does land momentarily. Chubum goes out as well. That's a full pull going out onto Doodles, but he is going to be in spit as well, taking a lot of damage there, as a matter of fact. And this is now a problem for Apollyon because they still have that event to get through. And Sim, their health cannot. It's not going to be possible with this health.
Yeah, they're really low, and they are going to come up on a few pills, but Not really enough to keep them at full move speed this whole time. I have to say, Envy is playing really smart with their Infected. The way that they spawned that Smoker early, but they waited and waited for that attack, forcing the survivors to sort of hobble around the outside of that area. In-cap in the back. Coach getting in-capped as well. That separation, there's just a Hunter up right now, along with the Smoker, but I don't think we're going to see the 2-cap. Yeah, it gets taken down.
Jeez. That's going to cause them to have to go back over that choke point and now pick up both of their fallen teammates. The Smoker is still in spawn right here for Team NV. This is not looking good for Apollyon Sim, to say the least.
Yeah, it looks like the Smoker is going to try to troll this a little bit, causing Ellis to be separated from the team. And they do have some new SI up right now. They've got a Charger, Jockey, and a Boomer. So we might see another hit right here. They do have some separation they can play. Charger's having trouble finding his spawn, though, at this point. Oh, Jockey does manage to get a little bit of separation onto Grizz. Nice pull onto Acer with that health bonus, but it does get cleared, I think, by the in-capped Coach. Oh, nice level onto the Charger. I'm not sure if that was a full level or not, actually, but at least they're managing to take down these SI.
It was chipped a little bit, but look at literally every little thing that MB can do to slow Apollyon down. They're doing it. They're trolling here. This Smoker is running around on the top, throwing his tongue out at nothing to make the survivors even slow down just a little bit. These pills here could make or break it, but there is another hit coming up for NV. It's a Hunter, a Spitter, a Boomer, and a Smoker. Hunter's going to wall kick in, gets dead stop. Spit goes in on top of that as well. That's going to be an M2 going out, but that's going to be a death on the special. And that's also going to be a proxy boom onto Rochelle. And there were the pills that they needed. They had 2 pills there, but they got the kill.
Yeah, wow, and they have another player black and white right now. Doodlecoffer is sitting on a lot of pills, but he is black and white as well. Just 3 survivors left to try to make the rest of this map.
Yeah, and this could be this is going to be a massive disparity going, but actually we're going to see a failed round go out from Grizz. That is an anomaly right there. That almost never happens. We're going to see the charge go in on Ellis in the back. That is the wipe.
Wow. Apollyon really needs to collect themselves, calm down a little bit, and get ready for these last 2 maps, because
I am telling you, I have known Grizz for so long, and I swear I have never seen him fail a crown in a match until right there.
I mean, that's kind of an awkward spot for a crown at the top of a staircase. You can't get a great angle on the witch, but yeah, definitely not during a match, and wow, it's such an important moment too.
So we got MV here with their lead, and at this stage in the game here, they're up by almost 950 points, and I can't do math. It's 949 points, so I mean that still is definitely recoverable, but there are only 2 maps left here. So Team Apollyon, and as we mentioned before, it's the tank sim. It's the tanks. They need to get a clutch tank in this case. Tank's gonna be at 61%, Witch at 15, so it is possible they need a wipe here, Sim. I'm gonna go so far as to say they need to wipe them.
Yeah, I'd agree. They really need to get a wipe with this tank. The question is, where is 61% exactly? Is that during the event?
I believe so. I believe that's going to be an event tank.
Yeah, so that's certainly a wipeable scenario for them. So at least the possibility is there for them to get a nice hit off on this. But it's still tough. I mean, if the survivors don't get like incredibly hoarded, it's still a fairly easy tank to take out. But we are going live here. Envy gonna start their survivor round once again.
Yeah, indeed. They managed to keep that 200-point lead. Now they've extended to that 1,000-point lead. It's going to be a Boomer, a Charger, a Smoker, and a Jockey for this first hit from Apollyon here, Sim. I'll let you say what's going on.
All right. Yeah, we do see some interesting spawn locations for the SI right now. It looks like they're not too keen on hitting immediately. We've got Charger and Jockey both setting up kind of far away and just watching this opening. You know, that's always something interesting to do. If you're against a team that's interested in baiting for a long time, just don't attack them. And see how long it really takes them to come out of that safe room.
Either come out of that safe room, but you know what? I think they're going for a hit. I'm extremely interested to see what they're going to do here, because that Charger's chilling on the escalator. The Smoker's down below. Boomer, Jockey from up top. Are they? I'm confused here, Sam, and I'm glad that I'm letting you narrate this, because I honestly don't know what MV is doing, but I'm sure I'm going to be impressed by it when it happens.
Yeah, people haven't generally done attacks on the escalator since really early in Left 4 Dead 2, you know. Back before people could dodge Chargers and what have you. But, you know, shaking things up might be a good strategy for them. It seems like Envy really knows their choke points and wants to bait out the ones that they're afraid of. So, you know, choosing to hit at a place where they're not expecting could be helpful. We'll have to see how it pays off for Apollyon. And it looks
Yeah.
like they need to get ready pretty quick. They are starting to take this escalator right. Oh wow, not a whole lot going on. Maybe they're waiting for the witch?
I think so. I mean, I think they're going to try to make a big play happen at that witch, but that, I don't know. I mean, they know MV would have rushed it here, but I mean, this is just going to come down to how well MV can mitigate the damage with the witch and the hit. I mean, it's going to be a 5-on-4. They're probably just going to draw it from across the court, I'd say.
Yeah, and they're going to have to spend a lot of time clearing off commons before that point too. There are a lot of spawns in this area, so that does kind of make it a good area to hit in. This is really interesting play from Apollyon.
I am stunned, to be honest. Now, I mean, I am not okay. Kiss me, thank you for that. But at the same point in time, this is going to be it right here, Sim. They're about to draw that witch, and it's up to this hit.
Yeah, the Charger, interesting spawn in the front on that bookshelf. I don't know if that's really going to pay off for it, but the other SI looking like they have some good spots for themselves. Wow, it all comes down to one shot for this draw crown. Look at all these survivors slowly creeping up. Spawns in right as the witch gets aggro. Scratch onto the witch, goes out. It's going for Code. It gets the in cap. Wow, amazing play by Apollyon. I can't believe they pulled it off, but really excellently done, using the Charger to just get the punch on the witch, the smoker for the distraction, and managing to get the boom on it as well. You know, anyone would have to question holding off on your opening hit that long, but they certainly made it
Beautiful
worth
call. Beautiful call. Because they honestly, the way the game's been going, Envy's been shutting down those opening hits very well. They hold it there, they go for the all or nothing, and it pays off beautifully. That right there is the biggest strategy I believe we've seen from Apollyon so far. Mario's gonna jump in there. Actually manages to land on a Nick in a very interesting way. Gonna be a smoker, jockey, boomer for the rest of the hit. Boomer does land. Jockey gets shut down. Now we're gonna see the smoker trying to run around here, but they already have one bleeding for the rest of this map now, Sim.
Yeah, they certainly do. Probably a good call to lose that hit there really quickly, too. They didn't have a charger. They didn't have a great setup for playing the escalator. So it looks like just getting ready for their next important hit, which is going to be a charge spit in these hallways. And they should be getting that setup, I think.
Smoker, oh no they don't. Smoker, Boomer, Charger, Hunter, so they actually don't get the spitter. That means that they're going to have to try to, this is not a good attack to do separation on either. I believe we actually might see the Boomer try to sack itself. Indeed we do. Boomer goes in to get shut down by Flybys, shutting down Special's Boomer, but they need that spitter to make this effective here, and I think Envy knows that, so we might see them push.
Yeah, and by not attacking, they're going to cause Envy to play it slowly and bait, just like they have been doing. Well, it kind of looks like they're speeding up now. They aren't going to play these games.
Yeah, they know that Apollyon's trying to get very, very specific on their strats here, but the other thing that's interesting to note here is that they need to be very careful on Apollyon for this hit here, because if they send a lot of this in, and they don't have a smoker or a jockey for the choke point, I actually believe the death pull on the one side of the escalator has been blocked, for those that don't know, because there is an escalator underneath it now due to the route, but if you pull from the other side, it will still work. But I think they're going to choose to hit in the hallway here, Sim, before this next escalator choke.
Yeah, it's really interesting. They're really taking their time with these hits. I don't know when they're going to hit, but it sounds like, oh wow,
Tank!
Special. Getting killed off in the back. Tank is spawned into the hands of Special. As he breaks through these doors, I think. Oh no, he has to climb his way around right here. This is interesting. I've not seen a tank in this spot for a long time. Separation pull onto Machina. The rock does land, but the survivors are all up right here. Nice punt onto Machina, but the tank trying to keep from getting chipped to hell every time he sticks his head out of that room. And another punch right there. Oh man, he needs to make sure he's got enough health by the time his SI spawn up. Manages to get some separation, but where are the SI? They're not here quite yet, and so many melee weapons going off right there. Again, another solo tank just going for what he can get.
Third tank in a row there, I believe we've seen a misplay from Apollyon. He started off beautifully there, but they're going a little bit too fast. If in all three of those chapters, we're going to see a Boomer going in here right now. I'll get to that in a second. Double Boom does go out to Charger Jockey for the rest of the hit. They won't go in right now. If they had sent the tank in with spawns up, doing the same things they did in the first, second, and third chapters, we might have seen 3 wipes, but the timing just was not there, unfortunately, for them. Charger Jockey spawned up in the front. They have the smoker as well. This could be big. Rochelle's going up to the top here. They're going to try to launch the Jockey at Rochelle's face. Charger gets chipped. Charger is very, very chipped. Jockey goes in. Charger goes in, takes it. Double charge does land. Wow. The clear, however, does go out. The spitter does not go in. Jockey gets killed. It's up to the smoker to try to get a pull off to the side there. Spitter is going to go down. They know the smoker might still be in the spawn queue, but like I said, it's been the tank so far, Sim. Totally.
Yeah, certainly. The smoker looking for the pull. Oh, it's not at a good angle. Ellis not going to get pulled off right there. And that's one of the last good choke points of this map. They're going to have the room hit up ahead. but there's not a whole lot left in terms of great places to attack. Hunter pre-spawning right there, not getting noticed, goes for a wall kick, does manage to land on Ellis for just a couple ticks. But wow, these scattered hits are not what they need right now. Boomer does manage to get 2. They can play this room and get some punches maybe.
I believe that Charger actually is backing off. Smoker Pole does go in. Charger's going to go in now. Manages to land onto Rochelle, but she was a little bit of permanent health. But I typed in the chat there, as you were saying, it's going to be a 700 health bonus right now for NV. It's still at a 684. That is not what Apollyon needs right now. They need to chip down that bonus, or we might be seeing it being a little bit too far away.
Yeah, certainly. There are, I guess this map is a little longer with the pro mod changes, but I haven't seen a lot of teams make very successful hits at this point in the map, but you never know with Apollyon, they could have something planned, and they do have the time to set up for it. If they get their SI out to the front, they can play the Escalator, they can just try to drop it on the survivors from above, and it kind of looks like they're thinking about doing that. All the SI getting up on the upper level.
Yeah, they need to hit Nick and Ellis here. They absolutely need to, but we're going to see some funneling going out from NV, I'm sure, trying to put both Flyby and Machina in the way of the special infected, but they need to deplete the health bonus here. They need a duel or a tri-cab with Spit. They need to do something magnificent here in order to get that down. Hunter is pre-spawned in the front, Jockey, Charger, Spitter, as we did mention, but we're going to see the waiting game yet again here, Sim. Actually, never mind, we're going to see Apollyon going in. That's going to be a Hunter landing onto Coach. Charger tries to get the interception. Jockey goes out onto Ellis, but is unfortunately cleared. They actually managed to not land. If the Charger would have landed, it would have been beautiful, but it didn't land, Sim.
Reloading.
Yeah, a lot of chip going out onto Machina, but none at all on that health bonus. So it looks like NV going to be making it in with a pretty high health bonus here. 572 is what it sits at right now.
They've got Flyby running in front. They do have Coach slow in the back. There is going to be a chance, I believe, for one more hit here, Sim. It's going to be a Smoker, a Jockey, Hunter, and a Boomer for the hit from Apollyon, but they need to, I don't know, something needs to happen here. Hunter is pre-spawned in front. Wall kick is going to go out onto Rochelle, trying to land. Boomer in the front as well. Smoker trying to get a pull. Beautifully shut down by the 2 health bonuses in the back. That's going to be it, Sim.
Yeah, that's going to be it for the map. Machina going to hobble his way into the safe room. And that's going to be it. Looks like a 556 health bonus.
Yeah, that's incredible right now from NV. We're seeing them score 3,176 points through the 3 chapters here, and I know we've said a lot already so far, but it's been the tanks.
Yeah, I don't want to rag on Apollyon too much for this tank in particular. It was kind of an awkward situation. I doubt they've run into that tank very many times before, and they did have a good separation play. They were trying to keep the survivors in the hallway. But Envy is just so good at playing that pressure around the corner tank. You know, every time he came out, he got a punch, but it was not on the health bonus, and there were 3 survivors there ready to rip into him. And, you know, what do you do when you're in that situation? They could have tried to wait a bit more, hope not to get chipped through the walls, but, you know, and it's really Envy's pressure there that I think really turned that tank around for them.
Yeah, indeed, and I mean, now it's going to be, we need to have a monster chapter coming out here from Team Apollyon on the survivor side of things. They can definitely beat that bonus, but we need to see how Envy plays that tank as well. And honestly, I don't know, I think Envy is going to be a bit more aggressive here on their first hit, Sim.
Yeah, I imagine they will be, and we see them setting up in sort of standard position for this. Oh, Jockey pre-spawning in the front, so much movement coming out from Apollyon. Going so fast, shutting down spawns like crazy, and only 2 of the SI spawn. Look at this, Ellis in the front, trying to rush that witch. There is a smoker up. Get the crown, he gets the crown! Oh my gosh, right before he gets pulled, the charge does land, and that's going to be a little bit of damage. What a play though, Acer just said he was going ham. He flew through the map, jumping Witch Crown right before getting pulled, so at least they're getting style points on Team Apollyon.
You know
right
what
now.
they're doing? They're doing the exact opposite of what they did as their special infected. They do not want to give Envy time. They are going so fast right now. They're trying to blitz this next choke before spawns are up. They know they're in a desperate situation here. They need to move fast. They need to clear these choke points, and they need to shut everything down. They can definitely do it if they keep the speed, but we're going to see a hit coming in. Nice 15 damage pounce on to Coach in the back. Gonna see the Boomer get popped, single boom on as well. Acer has been jockeyed here. That charge is gonna land on a special as well, so I think Envy sees it. They know that Apollyon wants to go fast.
Yeah, I appreciate Apollyon trying to do the mind games up in there, trying to make sure the game goes the way they want to have it go. Not at the pace that NV wants them to play, but getting a little headstrong on that choke point, I think. it could hurt them. But you know, they've only taken 2 attacks so far throughout this whole map. I mean, that's about as many attacks as NV took, but that was because Apollyon didn't want to attack him before then. And here it was entirely chosen by Apollyon once again, trying to set the pace of the match. Tank is spawned up, and the hit coming in the back right there, gonna get some spit separation. Not a lot of damage though, and this tank is gonna be pretty low on rage by the time he gets there, I can imagine.
Yeah, the tank is up in the hands of Kimchi for Team NV. Again, Apollyon dictating. Oh wait, whoa! They're going back.
They're really. This is a throwback right here. I mean, you can go back, and this safe can be pretty safe to take if you go all the way back, but then you have to go through the same amount of map again.
Are they trying to AI the tank?
I don't think there's a choice at this point. They are going to AI the tank.
That
oh my gosh,
insane. I mean, this tank's gonna be at 70% rage. Survivor's gonna be able to get all the way back. Kimchi is gonna run it as fast as he possibly can. It's gonna be a Charger Jockey Smoker. They don't have the hit on the way back, but now they have it up. Sim, this is gonna be literally like a split-second drop here. He's at 15, 10, 5, and he is AI.
Oh wow. Survivors all around in the back. That does give them 4 SI to go in with, though. Nice boomer pop in the back by Special. That's most of what you need for this, but the charge does land. Tank is going to have a target. The rest of the SI getting shut down pretty quickly, though. Special is now uncapped, and there are still commons flying around. These survivors just need to make sure they don't run into any obstacles, though. And oh, Acer getting a little cocky with that AI tank. He's got eyes in the back of his head, you know. You can't do that.
Yeah,
but he's down to 500 health.
Tank's dead.
An interesting play, to say the least.
Oh, Acer's separated in front. This Hunter's going for him. Hunter is trying to catch Alice out of position here. Dead Stop goes in. Melee goes in as well. They still have the down in the back. So, okay, Sim, they're saying, we're going to dictate this pace. We're going to go back here. We're going to take the tank all the way back and make AI. And Acer is halfway across the goddamn map again. There is a 2-boom, however. Acer is still just keeping going here. It's just a spinner and a charger. This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, this is ridiculous, and on it, it's amazing though how effective it's actually being for as ridiculous as it is. NV getting baited out. That jockey's gonna go down, I imagine. Oh my gosh, that was close. Oh, no tongue cut though, and the rest of Apollyon. Yeah, that kind of backfired a little.
That is too aggressive. Like, there's a point of being aggressive and being smart, but I mean, they're only going to have 2 bleeding at this point. Charger comes in, actually, guys, he's going to almost get the intercept onto Nick. Acer is half dead, but so is the Smoker, so they should be able to kill that. They're actually throwing, they spray down and throw the spawns out of rotation. What is happening here, Sim?
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, this is insane. I mean, maybe this is. I mean, I don't think they're taking it the most seriously with Acer splitting up
I think
that
they
much.
are. I think they are. I think they're trying to have this happen. The Boomer's going to get a 2-boom in the back. They've now come back together and collapsed, but I think that what they're trying to do is try to get the most ground they possibly can. Spitter, Hunter, Jockey going in. Jockey manages to land. Hunter lands it well with a pounce on Doodle in the spit. Boomer is still up as well, taking a little bit more chip. I think they are trying to be that aggressive, honestly. I think they're trying to knock NV out of that kind of rhythm that they were in, and I think it's actually worked, if I do say so myself.
Well, I mean, they're certainly knocking them out of the rhythm, but if you look at how much they've gotten from each attack then, I mean, they shut down the first attack pretty well, but, you know, Acer, he wasn't like he was on temp health that whole time. Oh my gosh. Oh
now
my
they're
gosh.
going slow as hell.
This game is just crazy. Apollyon are giving us a show.
They are shift walking through this map. Now they're baiting it out. This is interesting. I mean, they're still, actually, they're gonna get 2 caps here. Jockey going in as well. He's gonna try to clear. That's a tri-cap going out. And Acer is walking forward. This is not, I don't know. I'm extremely confused. And they might know it's already over. I mean, I am ridiculously confused. They're asking if it's GG at that point. But I do believe all 4 maps are supposed to be played. Sim, we have lost all knowledge of what is happening in this game.
Wow, Chris, that is a little dark. Yeah, no, honestly, it looked like it was a strategy at the start, but I think the effectiveness of it has sort of shown that they're just sort of seeing that this is sort of their way of bowing out, or their harakiri, as it were.
Damn it, they're the American
their
team.
honor, their suicide to defend their honor. Oh, will there be an insta pull? There is, with a 2 health smoker.
health
Scratch
smoker.
the smoker. Scratch the smoker.
Oh my gosh. So I'm pretty sure that's Apollyon just... I don't know. I mean, maybe they know it's not going to happen, but I am extremely confused with the direction this cast has taken. And I'm kind of uncomfortable. I think I need an adult, Prodigy.
Oh, yeah, they're certainly taking us for a ride.
I need an adult. I mean,
yeah.
that was extremely close and extremely competitive for the first two, and then it looked like the strategy was actually working, but then they started shift walking, and I'm extremely confused because I would not expect that out of a team like Apollyon to do that. I mean, unless they're trying to just completely troll the entire community, which I would understand why they were, but I'm extremely confused at this point, and I honestly have no idea how this finale is going to play out, but then that makes me, I don't know, honestly, like they've tried to send the tanks in at a certain point they have with very minimal support in that sense. I don't know if this is a deke by them. I don't know if this is a fake by them. I have no idea what's going on, but from my analysis and watching this, I honestly cannot tell you what's going to happen now.
Yeah, it's certainly been interesting. With those tanks, though, I mean, those sort of situations they went in on, they're situations that look good on paper if you think that you can play the rest of that tank better than the other team. So those are the kind of things that happen if you're playing against some weaker teams. Maybe you go in and you end up being able to capitalize on that a lot, but against NV it's just not panning out. Like they see those situations to capitalize on, but they just can't get as much out of it as they expect to get against NV.
Yeah, so they have this hunter spawn on the side over here, climbing up the wall. Actually, he's gonna get spotted there by, it looks like the Uzis there. They're trying to rail him through the wall. They're gonna get into the elevator now. Spitter, Boomer, Smoker for the rest. They're trying to spam that hunter down. Now the hunter does fall. Obviously, they can't draw the witch up because that's illegal, and as I did mention in the cast yesterday. So, I mean, they're gonna have a tank right out the gate here. They now do pick the hunter very nicely. It's going to be a Spitter, to Boomer, and a Smoker for the rest of the hit here, Sim. Boomer spawns up actually by the door, trying to scratch his way around, and jumping up and down on a gas can now. And that's going to be pretty much, I mean, unless they completely fail this Witch Choke here, this should be relatively easy for MB to do. Double Boom, however, does also go out. Spit goes in on the Survivors, not going to land much of anything. Witch is getting aggroed. Coach is going to draw it here and actually manages to get that crown. Spit does go out, pull through the Spit, and now the tank is up in the hands of Acer for Team Apollyon here, Sim.
Yeah, Acer bringing that tank in. I did get a message from Grizz saying that they're going to be bringing in a, quote, next level bait. I don't really know what that means at all, but it sounds like they're at least going to be bringing something else kind of interesting to this game. And NV setting up in what seems to be their favorite spot for this tank. Tank coming in right now with the rock. Very close range, getting a hit onto Rochelle and getting right back out again. A nice 2-boom lands as well, and they've got some other SI left over. I like this tank play so far.
I do too. It seems quite serious at the current time. He's trying to throw a rock down on the Survivor's face there. Now he's actually going to climb back out. Hunter gets dead stomped there by Hansuki. Coming back in is now going to get killed. It's just a jockey jumping around in the hands of Doodles. He got the 2-boom here. He's actually going to throw another jump rock in. Lands it onto Nick. He's going to get out again.
Oh my gosh. This play is so awkward, but I mean, it's not like, at least he's getting some damage with the tank. Oh, missing that rock, though. This might be the end of him as he tries to climb back up. Looks like the Smoker and Jockey are going to be enough of a distraction, and so Acer is still alive with this tank. More jump rocks. And that's going to be about it, though.
Very interesting way to play that tank again. I mean, I'm not sure if it's genius or just next level strats, as Grizz did put it, but... Apollyon,
next level baiting.
It's next level strats in general. Like he's so deep we can't even see him right now. That's literally what's happening from the Apollyon side.
I got this one.
I don't even know.
And the finale is officially starting.
We have a shout out coming from Acer to Shade. That's amazing. It's gonna be a Hunter, a Charger, a Smoker, and a Boomer. Envy is already starting to pour their cans in here. I'm sure we're gonna see a very efficient method here. Boomer jumps in, gets shut down. We have the Smoker pull coming out. Charger going in as well. Charger not gonna land. Hunter wants his 25. Hunter really wants his 25. Going in there, not gonna land on a gas can, as a matter of fact. Going for claws on the Coach. Actually managing to land a couple, but and this gives us some time to look here. Envy is gonna move to 3-0, judging from this, unless Grizz's team makes it with like perfect health. But even with that, I mean, the max bonus, the custom max isn't 700, so the max bonus is 1,400. So that means that they only have a chance of getting 2,100 points. So I believe this is going to be GG as that can goes in. So Envy's gonna move, and it was a very entertaining match, I'd say. Boomer gets shut down, but I'm more interested to see exactly why Apollyon's attitude changed, honestly.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, you probably have to be on the team or talk to some of them to find out, but it's definitely at the point where it's Envy's game. They've definitely taken it by now. And so we're just going to see some playing out at this point.
Indeed, I mean, it's going to be a Jockey, a Smoker, a Charger, and a Spitter for Team Apollyon on this hit. Gonna see the Smoker actually spawn. They're trying to get a pull out. Not gonna get it though. He moves back. Now we're gonna have the Jockey coming in as well. Jockey's gonna land onto Nick's face. Charger's coming in, jumping around, charging completely off. This has turned from being the match of the week into almost a mockery.
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, it's technically over. So I mean, I can't rag on the team too much for kind of messing around at this point. But yeah, I mean, it just became so clear so quickly. That Envy was taking this match, and I think it probably took Apollyon by surprise a lot.
We actually have a tank up in the hands of Doodlebugs right now. He's probably going to try to do the exact same thing Acer did. He gets to the second floor. They have all but 3 cans in at the current time. He's running around on the top there. Double Boom does go out. He's knocking out some glass. Running around to the side there. Charger gets killed. Doodles is just still running around here. And Kiss Me, I don't know if you want to fulfill this, but we're getting requests from your chat to have an interview with Grizz after the game. So that would be very
I don't know if we can
sure.
get him here, but
I will
could
ask
be
him.
interesting.
I will ask him if he would like to fulfill that request for a post-game interview. Obviously, Kiss Me saying I don't think so. I'm honestly not sure. But Doodles is just running around with this tank here, and now he's gonna come in. Looks like he is gonna come in. He's jumping around a lot. Like I mean, a lot. Like he's a freaking bunny tank. He's jumping around, trying to throw more jump rocks here. Jump rock is gonna go. He slams it into a wall. He's running around. I think he's trying to get a push here onto Coach. He's still running around. Smoker, Jockey, Boomer at the same point in time. He's not even going for the survivors. He's just throwing rocks. Tries to throw a rock at Ellis. Is not going to land it. Still running around. Now he's going to have the Smoker get picked. Going back to the floor up there. I believe we're going to probably see another jump rock coming here. He tries to get it. Is not going to land. Throwing another rock down here. Not going to land it. This is going to be an insane finish by NV. They might even break 5K depending on the distance scoring. But I don't know. There's going to be a lot of analysis for us to do after this game, PSM.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, it's kind of disappointing to see Apollyon get discouraged like this, because I think it's almost like they're discrediting themselves as a team by doing some of this stuff. When really, like, what happened is they made a couple of headstrong choices with their tanks that were, particularly bad against NV, I think, and it seems like, that hit them a little hard. I mean, when you're getting shut down as well as, oh my gosh,
what?
And he's not even dead.
What?
He's hanging across the lid.
Oh my!
On the other side. Grizz
No.
upset
Blaming
that
Jacob.
his death shard managed to
My
only
God.
in-cap Coach. And not even in-cap, it's a ledge hang, so it did like no damage. Oh my god.
This has been one hell of a cast, and this is a great way in which now we're going to see Apollyon actually breaking out the glass from up top. Next level strats continuing to file in. We're going to see a pull actually failing here. Going to have a Spickle in on that can, but they are going to pick it up and move it out of the way. Other can is still in position here. Spitter is dead, so just a Jockey, a Hunter right now. Bouncing around here, going to get M2'd and obviously now Skeeted. Team Skeeted, as a matter of fact. And we have a shout out to Gabe Newell for that charge happening. I don't know. Okay, thank you for that. And now it's going to be a Jockey also running on the top here. That's going to be one cannon. Hansuki's going to pull the last one into the tank. Boomer drops down from up top, not even trying. And now we're going to see Envy make the car here and manage to actually get their way out with a 740 health bonus. That will be a record for our Dead Center round so far with the way in which they finish. And dominating game by Envy, but like I said, Sim, the storyline is going to be Apollyon after this.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be looking at their results in the rest of the tournament. A very strong showing by NV. Yeah, I mean, it really looks like Apollyon just got pretty discouraged by some of their early game mistakes and failures. But hopefully they'll recoup themselves and give us a nice rematch in the future. Because they can definitely perform a lot better than what they showed us today. I think most of us in the community recognize that.
Yeah,
and I am waiting to ready up again. Oh, I'm such a fool.
I have a shout out from Zink to Doodle's mom, who he had a lot of fun with last night. Thank you for that, Zink.
Whoa.
That's Doodles will understand that. We have a hit coming in here right now from NV. Gonna see a Hunter getting killed. Spitter does go down. Boomer spawns in the back. Is now going to get popped, and I'm waiting for this next level bait.
Yeah, where's the next level bait? Are they gonna not go in the elevator? Is that what's going on? I don't know.
That would be insane. They pop
Anybody got any
the gas
Nope.
cans on the top floor and now are in the elevator. Grizz is saying comeback map. I mean,
Hey man, that sounds entertaining to watch to me, so go for it, Grizz.
I am extremely concerned for all of our viewers in this sense because Apollyon, I'm sure, has something in its something in mind in order to find a way in which to entertain us with this. I'm sure. When they say a next level bait, I am deeply, deeply concerned for our safety here. I need an adult sim. I'll say it again.
gas, guys?
Oh, and the nice quick witch kill right there. Jockey not able to be cleared very easily. Nice caps landing on the other side as well, getting that pounce in the spin. Acer taking a fair amount of damage, and we do have the tank up in the hands of
Flyby.
Flyby.
Flyby, indeed. And now we're seeing Team Apollyon running around here, going towards. Are they gonna jump? No, I
Oh,
don't think
they're
gonna
going
jump.
for the third floor play.
Oh, okay.
Pushing this tank up top on third floor. Rochelle gonna
Oh.
get punched around.
Oh, but
Acer
missed.
coming in with the melee. He's gonna get punched off. He's in
What a
cap.
hang! What a
Why
hang
is
on
Nick
the
hanging
special.
right there? That's 2 in cap. It's up to
That-
Grizz and Doodle. Grizz looking for the kill on this hunter, but running right into the tank. And he, oh my gosh, why is he still alive? That drop, that high level drop from Grizz right there. In the meantime, Doodle getting rammed by this tank a little bit. He has some drops available too, so if he wants to go back to the first floor and meet up with his teammates again, oh my gosh, but he just walks right into the smoker instead.
That's it.
And Grizz is down as well. That's going to be the game. A big donut up on the scoreboard for scavenge cans this round, but it was a GG. Yeah. I mean, it was probably a foregone conclusion, you know, by the end of NB's third map, their survivor half on third map. But it was a great game nonetheless. Lots of interesting play on the first few maps.
Yeah, and I mean, unfortunately, I believe it got a little bit jokey. I believe at the end there, but that is NV definitely asserting their dominance through that. I mean, I do